Little Lola, the story of a lost Christmas pup.
The big people have nice skins. They give lovely yummy treats. I love them, and I love Peter, my owner. Peter is a 7, and my name is Lola. I have lived with Peter ever since I was a tiny pup, and will always live and love my family. We all live in Horseshoe Drive, and I go to play with my friends. Bruce, the big police dog, is our leader, and we have a Bud, the sniffer, with her good nose, and Roxy, the Jack Russell. He's a crazy funny one. Lastly, there is Lexi, the mammy of the pack. That's what a gang of dogs is called. Did you know? A pack. This is a story of how I got taken, how I got lost, and how my dog friends helped me. It's an adventure story for dogs, but you humans might like it too. Here's my story. The car hummed and purred like a cat that Lola hates for stealing her food. The warm air pushes away the cold frosty fields from the car. Peter's mammy has the car running, but she runs into the house to get Peter ready. I stay in the car to feel warm. That's when the bad men came. The bad men are strange smells, all grease and dirt, and they make loud, angry noises. When they get in Peter's car, then we are moving, the car is rolling, and it's the bad men who are taking it. They're taking me. My heart is beating faster and faster, and I hide under the back seat. The bad men laugh, but bad laughs, barking laughs like dogs. They are happy at the bad thing they've done. Happy to steal Peter's car. I'm scared, and I don't want them to find me. They have cruel looks and smell bad. I'm so scared that they took me.
I found out Lola was gone when we heard the screams of Peter's mummy. Peter's car was gone and Lola was in it. Lexi is the brains of the pack, and she knew Lola was in big trouble. We sent Bud over to sniff out the bad men's footsteps, but they were mixed up and he got lost. We tried to get Roxy to jump up the trampoline to see if the car was near, but it wasn't. We had no choice. The pack had to rescue Lola. Lexi gathers the pack of dogs all together. Lexi is the queen of the pack. She has short red hair, and though she is small, she has a big personality and a bigger heart. Bruce, the police dog, is a German shepherd, and he's the king of our pack. Bruce leads us, but Lexi is more sensible and she makes the plans. Roxy, the Jack, is the joker of the gang, and we love him. We think of leaving him behind, but he barks and whines to come along. He loves Lola so much and wants to find her. Finally, there is Bud. He is the nose of the pack and can smell an open pack of bacon from 2 miles away. We get many delicious treats because of his nose. But Bud's nose is needed for a serious mission. Bud will have to find Lola now, and we need his nose in good condition to help bring her home.
The bad men find me. Their rough hands grab me by the hair and rip me from my hidey hole. In the back of Peter's car, they curse and shout at me, and I'm scared. I bite one of them for shouting, and he throws me against the car. I am scared. Will I see the pack again? Will I ever see Peter again? The bad men throw me into a cage. It smells of old dog and fish long ago. It's cold, but the men don't care about that. They leave me here in the cold cage, and I cry myself to sleep. How can I get home?
We follow Bud's nose, and Bud's nose follows the big road that Peter's car took. The cars are very dangerous, and twice Bud almost got knocked down by the fast metal beast because he uses his nose, not his eyes, to go. After miles and miles, we are outside the place we know. Lola's smell comes from the car smell, and we know she's in trouble. We smell the bad men too, and we have to catch them. Lexi keeps us going. Bruce sharpens his teeth to bite the bad men. Roxy yelps to help his friend, and Bud howls after the smell of Peter's car, the bad men, and the little lost Lola. Will we find her?
I'm really scared. The bad men have me here a day and a night. They gave me only some hard old bread, but never let me out. I had to sleep in the wet cage now. It's so smelly and horrible. Is this my home? Will I ever see my friends again? I'm so sad.
Shut up! Shut up!
They hate me when I call to be let out, and they kick and bang at my cage. I suppose it's mine now. My cage, my horrible new home. Poor me. I had a good life, but now it's a bad, bad life.
All night we ran after the smell, and it brought us here to this place of too many smells. Bud's nose is the best nose in the world, but even his nose got lost here where the people dumped their rubbish. There was old rotten food, bad socks and dirty nappies. This is the worst place for good noses, and poor Bud is sick from all the bad smells. We have failed the mission. There is no smell of Lola or Peter's car or the bad man smell. We have lost our poor friend Lola, and Peter will be so sad. It was then that we met this crazy dirty old dog who lived in the bad smell place men called the dump. We bark at each other, and then we sniff each other's bums, and then we know we are friends. He barks that he lives here in the dump and asks us why we came here. It's Lexi who tells him the story of little lost Lola. Scruffles, that's his name, remembers bad men in a car like that from the day before. He asks to smell Lexi, who has brought one of Lola's ties with her smell. When he smells her tie and remembers, he tells us that they left last night and took the old country road into the wild places. Scruffles tells us that we will get the smell back after we go out on the road. We are all a little scared. We are town dogs, and we don't know the wild countryside too well. We have never been outside the town of Berkshire, the place we live. After a few minutes of walking out of the country road, we see strange cloud creatures, fluffy and white. The men things call them sheeps. Then there are black and white monsters who smell full of milk. We argue about going back, so scared are we. Then Bud howls loud. He has found Lola's smell again. The mission is on. We are going to find and bring back our friend.
The bad men banged the cage so loud and hard it scared me, but I'm really happy. He doesn't know it yet, but he broke the door of the cage and I can get out. I haven't gone out yet because I don't want him to see I can get out. I wait until night time to sneak out. It's very dark outside. I'd rather be in the dark and cold than trapped with the bad men. It's dark and the rain is coming soon. I smell the strange cloud things that baa and the milk monsters men called cows, but I keep away. Later I am so tired and the rain comes, so I go to the side of a hedge and sleep under the trees. It's not warm, but at least it's dry. I dream of my home and my friends. I wake up covered in clouds. Am I dead? Am I dreaming? I am covered in cloud stuff, or maybe I'm inside a gigantic pillow. When I climb a little bit out, I find myself sleeping inside a big pack of the cloud creatures called sheeps. My nose should have told me what they were, but it always wakes up after me. I crawl out from under the lovely warm sheep's creatures, and the warm sun is on my face. My eyes are closed and loving the heat of a new day. Then I hear an angry dog sound and open my eyes to see a growling, snarling sheep, ready to bite my face.
We are almost near a place that smells of the bad men. We see Peter's car. I am angry and want to run in, but Lexi stays to stay quiet and to sneak in. We crawl slowly up to the door and smell a strong smell of our friend Lola from inside the garage. She's in there. Roxy is too excited. He rushes inside and shouts for her. We all follow in and see that there's an empty cage with her smell in it, but no her. Then the door of the garage closes and we see the bad men with crooked smiles and bad laughs. They have trapped us.
I have trespassed onto this collie dog's place. He minds the sheep and protects them, and he tells me I am bold for being here. I tell him my story after, afraid and crying, and he takes pity on me. He says he will help. He warns me to be careful. The man of the sheep will shoot me if he finds me in the sheep's places, and there is a big pack of town dogs wandering around the countryside. He will bring me back to the edge of the town place, no further. His name is Shep, and though he is scary at first, he is really a lovely, friendly dog.
The bad men have sticks. They shout loud and wave them at us. Roxy is so angry for losing Lola and afraid the bad men killed her. He runs at them and is too small and low for them to hit. He bites at their ankles and one of them falls over. When the other one tried to lift him up, I go over and bite him in the bum. He roars and runs out of the garage holding the rip in his trousers. We run out after him and into the wild places again. We are very sad. We have lost Lola and don't know what's happened to her. There are too many smells around the bad man place to sniff her out. We walk down the lane and start going home to Berkshire when we see a red face in a hedge. It's our enemy, a fox. At first we want to bite the fox. Dogs and foxes don't like each other after all. But he says he saw our friend. He hates the bad men for shooting at him and will help anyone against the bad men. His name is Frederick, and Frederick the fox guides us to a place of many cloud creatures called sheeps. There we smell Lola again, and when Frederick says goodbye, Bud gets the thrill again. We hope again to find our lost little friend.
Shep is so fast and big, it's hard to keep up with him. I have to rest, and when I do, he goes to work. Shep is a sheep circler. His job is to run around the sheep's creatures and move them into places his man owner tells him to go. He is very good, but I never saw such energy in any dog before. He is fast, and after many hours he comes back but is not tired. No dog works harder than collie dogs. Shep growls at angry growl, but to behind me, and I see the red face of a fox in the hedge. He wants to chase the fox, but Frederick, the fox's name, tells him news of town pack wandering the wild place. He looks at me and says they're looking for a dog called Lola. My friends have come for me. Frederick and Shep lead the way to bring me to my friends, and we will go home to Peter.
We are out on the scent. We find Lola. Then a man van pulls up and a man with lots of dog smell comes out to get us. We are confused. He smells like a good man but wants to catch us. I bark and run round him. Lexi goes under his feet, but we try to run through the hedge and away when he catches Roxy with a big net. Roxy is putting the cage in the back of the man van. We run to help, but I have a net put on me, and then Lexi, and then Bud jumps in after us. He has a good nose but no sense. He goes where the pack goes. We're in the back of the man van and we can see out the window as it drives away. As the man van drove towards Berkshire, we see a big collie and a red fox jump out into the lane, and there, behind them, is Lola. We almost found her, and now we are taken. We don't know where we're going, but we howl and bark to be let out with our lost little Lola.
We have no choice. The strange van man has taken my friends, and Shep and Frederick tell me that no one comes back from that man van. I have no choice but to go home. Shep won't go into the town places, but Frederick has a good nose and he's taken me the rest of the way. following my friend's smells all the way. We only travel at night.